You clicked on this video because you're so tired of those get quick rich videos because you actually want to start a business on 2025, and this is what you're here for. And trust me, I get it. When I was 15, I had this random jewelry business idea, which now turned into a jewelry brand that has shipped thousands and thousands of orders. Feels unbelievable. I had no investors, no rich parents, just Wi-Fi, a whole lot of hustle, and a lot of lessons learned the hard way on the way. So this is a step-by-step guide of things I wish I would have known when I was first starting, with no bluff, not gatekeeping, and now let's turn your idea into an actual business. Let's get right into it. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paulina, for anyone who doesn't know. Okay, so grab a coffee, sit down, relax, get your notes app, a notebook, or anything, because I'm about to drop some gold, some tea, some good tips, and this is everything you need to know to be the best CEO for your own business. So step one, spoiler alert, if you like it, doesn't mean that people are actually willing to pay for it. I know it's a harsh truth, but not because you like something means that people are actually gonna put out of their hard-earned money to buy it. You know what I mean? When I first started Azzaik, it wasn't, oh, I just wanna sell jewelry. No, it was something that I knew I was solving an issue from, because I was buying jewelry here in Canada and everything would tarnish, turn green, irritate my ears, irritate my skin, and it was just not it. So I would wear the same necklace my grandmother gifted me, like 4 years ago, and I would never take it off. I will even put a picture here. It was silver, it wouldn't turn green, it wouldn't tarnish, no nothing. And I'm like, okay, there's no way I'm the only person struggling with this, which is why I started getting into the jewelry industry and started doing jewelry as my business. Step one is look for a problem, not just a passion. Ask yourself, what annoys me? What do people usually complain for? Like, for example, if you're into fitness and you want to do a fitness company, then what is a product that it's missing in your workout routine when you go to the gym? And if you're creative and you have a tool that you can create to solve that struggle, I am telling you, you're most definitely not the only person struggling with this. And voila, people will be lined up paying for your product. Kid you not. Like, for example, let me give you this example for jewelry in my case. So I had tons, literally tons of videos go viral because I knew how to market my product, but I also had a product that would solve problems. It's literally this hair tie cuff, and it holds your hair ties. Everyone knows the struggle when you have those really tight hair ties, and then you're like, oh my god, it scratches, it leaves a mark, it's so bad. So this is perfect because it's just a cuff. You put your hair tie, holds it for you, and you can just take it off whenever you want. And then I made it more personal and allowed people to customize it. I don't know if it's focusing or not. If not, I'll put a picture here. You can customize it, and I think people absolutely love that because it hits them in a personal level while also solving an issue. Step two, validate it. Use Google Trends, TikTok search, Reddit, Instagram polls. Like, you gotta make your research on your product, on your industry before actually launching. Who your target audience is, what they're looking for, how is your product idea even already created or not. Like, all these things you gotta look for. What's the price of your competitors? Everything you can think of, jot it down, look it up. Hey, you don't like searching it up? Ask ChatGPT. Ask AI. Literally, it's handed to you. So at this point, if you don't do it, you're only making excuses for yourself. And let me give you an example. Before I even launched Azzaik, I was stalking TikTok comments, stalking TikTok reposts of like my dream customers, literally seeing what they like to consume. So I would make videos and content that was similar to that. That's a pretty good strategy that I bet no one has told you before. Stalking reposts. That, like, it's a killer idea. All right. Step three is check your competitors and find your edge. What makes you different? You don't have to reinvent the wheel, but you just have to make it better, cheaper, or something that makes you stand out. So whether it's the price, whether it's the coloring, like, for example, Stanley became super popular because of the color of your cups after that ad that burn on fire, whatever. So maybe you want to do more bright colors because in your industry there's none. Or maybe more pastels because in your industry it's all blacks and browns and more for the male and not for the girlies. Or vice versa. Well, now chapter 2 is making it official. I know setting up all this legal stuff is kind of boring, but trust me, future you will be super thankful that you did this. Let's break it down into 3 steps. Step 1 is registering your business. And all it takes is a quick Google search on how to register your business in whatever country you're in. All you need, literally everything is given to you on the internet. Keep a few name options in mind, because maybe sometimes there's a name pretty similar that's already taken. You gotta make sure that whatever word you're picking has a good association with the word, because sometimes you might pick, I don't know, a word that you don't even know what it means and it actually means something awful and you had no idea. So make your research on your name and have a few options on the names. I like to use GoDaddy to buy my domain, but to buy your domain, to register your business, etc. All that, it's all on a Google search. I wish I could give you more, but it really depends on what country you're in, what state you're in, etc. Step 2 is separate your money. That is a key element. Being so crucial about your finances and not mixing the bank account you literally buy your Starbucks coffee in versus what you spend hundreds and thousands of dollars in inventory. It's key to have 2 separate bank accounts to make sure that no money gets mixed and no Starbucks coffees get written as a business expense, because that future you will regret it, trust me. And step 3, use basic systems. So if you're starting, a great app or platform to start with, it's Etsy, since they give you the customers. But if you want to start with a very professional look, go with Shopify. I love Shopify. It has been my day one, my number one. I have my website there. I have all my orders go through there. When I do markets, all my orders go through that. Everything. It's such an easy platform to use. You do have to pay a subscription for Shopify, but not for Etsy. So you kind of have to see what you want to do more. Maybe you want to do both. You can use Canva for your product pictures. Make sure your product pictures look professional. A white background, a slightly bluish, whitish background always looks nice. Products in action, videos, etc. And a Google Sheets, babe. Google Sheets, Notion, anything you want to use to stay organized. That is key. And then email marketing is also something you want to look into. If you're doing Etsy, maybe not as much. If you're doing Shopify, that is definitely you want to look for to also make your brand look a little bit higher up. You look professional. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Okay, so chapter 3 is the CEO mindset. And I bet you've heard this 1,000 times before. And yes, I'm the other person to tell you this because you don't listen. Your mindset will make or break your business. Whether you like it or not, you gotta be positive. You gotta put all these good thoughts in your head in order to succeed, okay? So even if you don't get any orders, which you probably won't in the first few days, few weeks, even few months, you still gotta act like you're the highest, best CEO for your business, because you are. Nothing happens from one day to another. It takes consistency. It takes time. I've been in the business world for 4 years, and I saw real success 2 years into the business. So you never know. You just gotta log in. And another thing you probably hear a lot is getting it done versus waiting to be perfect. Getting it done is 10 times better because you learn from your mistakes. You learn what you did. You see if it works out. Anything and everything, it's better to do it and to risk it than waiting for it to be perfect, because it will never be. I hate to break it to you, but perfect timing does not exist. And talk kindly to yourself. Talk to yourself as a friend, as someone who you're trying to motivate. You can't tell yourself that you suck, that you're awful, nothing. You gotta tell yourself that you're doing amazing, that you should be very proud of yourself, that you should be doing this, that you should be nice to yourself, because that's the way your brain rewires how you see yourself when you look in the mirror. So mindset is definitely key when having a business, because it's the only thing that's gonna keep your motivation, keep you sane, and keep you and your business together. You don't want to create this barrier between your business and yourself. Chapter 4 is marketing and branding. This is how to get people to care about your brand, because right now you're a nobody. No one cares. No one cares. You can have the best freaking product out there, but if no one sees it, it's just sitting around in that pretty shelf collecting dust. So step 1 is building a brand, not just a product. I know it's hard. It's hard to say, but you gotta define the vibe of your brand. Are you going for cozy? Are you looking for bold? Are you going for luxury? There's so many different brand images you can give to your brand, and that's defined by your logo, the color palette you pick. So all these things are key things that you have to either research or ask AI for. This nowadays, AI can give you a whole business plan in like seconds. So all you gotta do is know how to prompt it. But define your vibe is definitely step one. Step two is knowing your audience like they're your best friends. Like what I'm telling you, like my followers, people who follow me on my Instagram, my TikTok, are my best friends. I text them like when I do polls and they're like, oh, like my dog passed away or I have this competition. I will personally reply to your message, especially if it's something more personal, and say, I hope you're okay. You need anything, just text me. And sometimes it gets hard because there's a lot of people, but I try my best to be active in my community, within my followers, because they are what maintaining my business. And that's a key thing. And when your audience feels like they're part of your family, it's a killer. You have a brand, you have a community, you have a cult-like following. So when you're building this, who my followers are, you have to think who they are, what TikToks they watch, so you make similar videos to that, what their card is looking like right now, like what they're looking for, what colors they like, what do they do on their free time. There's so many things you can look for to get your target audience. And for example, for me, another example for this is I name all of my jewelry pieces after people who comment, follow, buy from me, etc. And I think that's a key thing that has made Azzaik become what it is today, because people like to be involved, people like to be seen, people like to take part in our website. And for me, like putting your name in the website is like you're taking a little portion of what Azzaik is, because without you, Azzaik is not what it is today. So having, for example, the Nadia piece or having the Camila ring, like Camila is a follower who decided to buy from us, and now this ring is named after her. Now every time I wear it, I'm like, I love Camila, you know? It's just a cute thing to have for yourself and for your followers also, like make them feel like they're at home. Step three, content is everything. Stop waiting to look perfect in camera, to have the perfect makeup, to have the perfect lighting, blah, 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 blah. Like, no. You don't have to run ads. Social media is free. So get your freaking phone, put it on the wall, and start recording. Talk to the camera like you're on FaceTime. Literally. The types of content that made me go viral were storytelling, behind the scenes, product showing like the Her Tech Off I showed you, customer reviews, customer stories. All of that stuff made me create this like brand image around my brand that everyone loves. Last chapter, chapter 5, is launching like a pro, not a secret project. Yes, I know you might want to keep it secret and not tell anyone, but you need to make noise for it to be a successful launch. So once you have everything done, you have your product, you have your website, you have your logo, you have your name, you have everything, product and launch is the biggest thing, because this is when the orders came in and when it gets real, okay? So your biggest mistake will be keeping it quiet. You gotta make people excited, show like sneak peeks, show pieces like little parts of the product, or maybe just show the whole product and tell your story and tell them, okay, launch is in whatever day, get ready, sign up into our email list. You see a lot of people doing that, and that's like a key thing. So let me give you some pre-launch tips, okay? So start posting weeks before it, if not even a month or two before it, okay? Put polls, sneak peeks, packaging videos, etc. Build a wait list, like I said before. Get it from your website, from Klaviyo. I think that's a really good like email thing where you can just get people to sign up. It's a great thing. Also, to get people on your email list, you can also give them a freebie. So let's say you give them like a free like downloadable thing, and then they have to give you their email. So you put them on your email list, and then when it's your launch day, you just boom, bombard them with your email list. You know what I mean? And now for launch day, key things, trust me, learning from the best, because I had a lot of mistakes. Triple check your website. Trust me, there might be a typo, there might be a bug, especially if you have hundreds of people on your website, it might crash. So you never know, you can have 5 people on your website in your first launch, or you can have 150 people on your launch. You never know. So make sure to make it very clear what you're offering, your descriptions, your pictures, everything. Offer small discounts or freebies for the first customers, because that will motivate them to actually buy rather than just like window shopping, if you know what I mean. And document everything. Your audience will love to see everything that's going on behind the scenes. Maybe do a YouTube blog, maybe do a YouTube video, and then just post it after. And then post-launch, keep posting, keep educating your audience, and start preparing for the next launch. If you want to be a business that's doing launch, that's a perfect way to do business. If you want to do a way where you just have products all year round like I do, it's also a great way because you don't have people always waiting. You just get orders here and there, which is also great. And just think about it, okay? People need 7+ exposures to your brand before they actually decide to buy. So if you're prepping them weeks before it, they've probably seen your brand more than 7 times. So now they're ready to buy because they trust you. They know who you are. If you were waiting for a sign to start, take this as your sign. Your product will not be perfect, does not have to be perfect. There's no perfect timing. Your first launch won't be perfect. You will make mistakes, but starting messy beats not starting at all. So take that with you. And now please comment down below your business ideas and I'll give you my feedback. And let me know if you want to see more teen entrepreneurs, some behind the scenes and more real content. I also have a market vlog coming up very soon, so stay tuned. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something very important or new in this video. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. I love you all. Bye.